Hi everybody, thanks for joining me for another video blog. If you just received my newsletter or you just found me on YouTube, this video is a little bit different than all my other 150 plus videos. Most of my videos I make all about you, teaching you strategies of how to have more energy, giving you tools on how to perform at higher levels and have more fun. But this video, it's about me. It's a little story, a short story about me because we don't have a lot of time here. But I want to share with you what led me to be the person I am today and the coach I am today. Specific about my 30s because again, we don't have a lot of time here. But I want to teach you the 3 fundamental things that push me to be where I am today. If you know me by watching my videos or you are my client or you were my client in the past, you know how energized I am, how happy I am, and how successful I am today. But that hasn't always been my story. I had a great success when I was 26 years old. I did something that changed my life completely. I had the courage to move from Brazil to the United States without speaking any English and with less than $2,000 in my pocket. And during that time, mid to late 20s, life just unfolded and just happened for me. Don't forget this line. Life happened for me because this is part of my storyline. The storyline that led me to success but also led me to a lot of failure. My storyline was, you just work hard, you just keep taking one step in front of the other, and life just happens for me. Well, it did. I had tremendous success in my mid-20s, late 20s when I moved to the United States. I created a life here. I got my green card. I met incredible people. I always had money to pay the bills. But I was not taking credit that actually I was creating everything that was happening in my life. Like I said, I just thought what life was happening for me. So my 30s came and life was continued to happen. But something different was happening in my 30s. I was unhappy. I realized that I did not want to be in the careers of personal training for much longer. I didn't want to be working in that gym for too long, even though I was working on the best gyms in America with the best team in the United States. Wonderful people. But I was getting burnt out. I was tired, I was bored, and my life fell flat. My energy was flat. My emotional state was flat. So I became kind of closed out, rigid, fearful, and that was a lot of my late 30s. So I know you might hear this if you're my client, especially you follow me on YouTube, it's like that's not possible. It is. There are years of my life, in my late 30s, enter my 40s, that I gave up my power. And again, I was living that storyline that life would just happen. I was actually entitled. I remember having a conversation with a friend complaining that things were not happening for me because I was working hard, I was being the good girl, following the rules, and things were not happening for me. And that friend said some hard truth to me, and I took it hard, but also helped me to change my life. He pretty much said, don't wait for anything to happen for you. You gotta go get it. You gotta go after it. You gotta show some effort. And along those lines and many more, I thought very hard and I started changing my life. So I want to share here with you the 3 things that I applied at that time of my life that led me to where I am today. Energized, happy, and successful. Again, very different state that I was living in my 30s. In a totally state of entitlement, wishing that things would just happen without really doing. And I just had this storyline. Life would just happen. So this is what happened. I got to that moment of pain. When I hit my 40s, 39, 40, I was broke. I gave up my power in a relationship and I was unhappy. It was not a good time for me in my life. So I had to come to that place of really facing the pain. When you're not happy, if anything's not working in your life, the first place to go is to the pain teacher. What is pain trying to tell you? Physical pain, mental, emotional pain. What is it telling you? You face it. And that's one of the things I did. I faced that pain and I recognized that I did not like my life at that time. The second thing I did was take responsibility. I finally took responsibility because I didn't grow up in an environment that was teaching me about creating vision, creating your goals, go live big, you can do anything you want in your life. I was raised in a very healthy environment, abundant with love, but it was an environment also that had the philosophy of just get a job, pay your bills, and life would just happen. Again, my storyline. So after taking responsibility and understanding that I was in that place in my life because I created, something inside me started shifting. And even though my life didn't just change overnight, and I was still working in a job that I didn't like anymore, I didn't want to be a personal trainer, full-time personal trainer anymore. Once I took responsibility and I started taking some of the knowledge of these great books behind me and applied to my life, very important, I took the knowledge and started applying to my life. Next, I came to a place of surrender and gratitude. Many people confuse the word surrender or acceptance by simply accepting life and not doing anything about it. That has nothing to do with that. A place of surrender or even acceptance is simply a place that you accept responsibility and you surrender to that pain, to that place, to whatever it is. From that place of surrender, I started practicing gratitude. And every time I walk into that job that I didn't like anymore, or I was having some, unpleasant moments in my life, I stay in a place of gratitude, which helped me to silence fear, because fear and gratitude cannot live in the same place. We don't eliminate fear. We simply turn the volume of fear down by ignoring, by not listening. Being in a place of gratitude helped me to calm down, to calm my mind, to slow my mind. And then in that process, my vision appeared. Because in my 30s also, I lost a vision. You see, through my whole life, I had this vision that one day I would come to the United States. And it did happen. But in my mind, I thought that happened without effort. But when I really think about it, there was a lot of effort being applied in coming to the United States. It was a different type of effort. Be 19, 20, 21, until 26, when I saw the opportunity and I just came. So again, I thought life was just happening for me, instead of me going after things and make things happening for me. Actually, I made America happen for me. Nobody just gave me a ticket. Nobody just handed me a free green card. Nobody just handed me a ticket to make a life in the United States. But subconsciously, I was living with that principle that was just happening. So I'm sharing this with you because I hear a lot of people saying things like, my life will change when this perfect moment happens. And I was living my life like that. I was always waiting for the right person to discover me, or for that moment that I got very lucky, or for that person that was always promised me to do something for me, but that never really happened. So again, I was waiting for life to happen, and nothing happened, except that moment of pain, the moment of when I was 40, feeling powerless, broke, and visionless. And that pain teacher helped me to be where I am today. So my message here for you is this. Whatever you're going through in your life, whatever pain teacher or pain point you're facing right now with your health, with your fitness, with your career, with money, with a relationship, face the pain. Take it, accept it, make an assessment in your life, and take responsibility for everything that is going on in your life right now. You are where you are today because of your choices or because of this underlying story that you might have in you. That a lot of times you might need a therapist or a coach to ask you some powerful questions so you can find that storyline. I have clients that literally share with me that if they take the time to exercise, to lose weight, they feel selfish. That's what is keeping them from losing weight and from becoming healthier. I have clients that live in full state of anxiety and fear, and they share with me the fear, if they slow down, they're not going to be as successful. So you see, there are a lot of storylines, subconscious stories, subconscious beliefs that we all have that are ruling our life. Again, my line was, life would just happen for me, and didn't work. So I hope you enjoy my story. I would love to hear from you. Share your comments, send me a personal or a private message, and I would love to hear what your story is and see if I can support you in any way. So this is what I had to share with you today. I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you very soon. Thank you for listening.